19 p.m. February 3rd, 2023, and I've been hit very hard last night and all day today because I called members of Congress and the Senate, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders. I left messages, and Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, the Judicial Oversight Committee with Jim Jordan, and I called the House Homeland Security Committee, talked to a staff member who rushed me along, and I couldn't finish my saying, which was very important. I was talking about how our military is strongly depends on our infrastructure, which includes our electric grid. So if a big EMP pulse, say like from the military industrial complex, shot off in space and broke down our electric grid, our military would be handicapped. But would the MIC be handicapped? No, because they have Tesla technology and they have UAPs that work on electromagnetic zero gravity, reverse engineered UFOs that can go hundreds of thousands of miles an hour, and they will take over this planet. And don't think they won't. They're corporations, they're weapons corporations, weapons manufacturers who are hiding secrets from our government. They live in this country, but they're criminals and treasonous because they are supposed to read in Congress and the president what they're up to. Do you think they are? No, they're not. So I've been attacked very heavily overnight, all night and all day today with a cicada, untethered electricity, high-pitched ringing. Now notice this. Look at how high that is. That's from 0 hertz to 1 kilohertz. And you can see it says 40.2 millivolts. Now, my body gives off about 70 millivolts. That's natural for a human body, right? And I'm being hit with 40 millivolts. Luckily, I have protective clothing on, protective hats on, which I don't go outside without it, because they also at times hit me with a really strong EMP pulse that I can actually feel hit my body or my head or my leg. I feel it. And last night, I heard a couple pops hitting my cave when I was underneath, like trying to get to me and damage me, because they're not happy with me speaking up and trying to defend this planet, the animals, and the good people of this earth, and speaking up for we the people, because the majority of people are going about their lives and ignoring all this, and we that are speaking up for it are being viciously assaulted and attacked in this country. 40 millivolts. Look at that. And that's at, what does that say? 1 hertz, 40 millivolts. 1 kilohertz is 40 millivolts. Look at how high up that is. Look at how it goes up in stages, and look how the lines sometimes peak downward and sometimes peak upward. You see that? It switches back and forth. That's very unnatural. See that? It's almost like a pattern. It almost looks like Morse code, like it's subliminal messaging. But, you know, I don't hear V2K. Maybe I'm immune to it, or maybe they're just not attacking me with it. I'm being attacked with noise harassment campaign. So now at 9:22, let's see what kind of loud harassment I'm getting on with ultrasonic frequencies. They would just love to stop that remotely. That's what I'm hearing in my head. This is the RTE sound is closest to what I hear in my head. The other one shows all the different frequencies I'm being hit with. See those lines in there? And it goes back and forth between the different frequencies. So that's why the sound changes up, down. This one is in my head. When I don't have any cell phones on me, I can like walk down the street with nothing on me, no electronic equipment. I will hear this in my head, just like that, except higher pitch. Hear that. Listen to how it sounds. Kind of rough, fast, high pitch. Hear that? Why is this echo meter catching that? No one with half a brain will think that's normal. And even if other people hear that in the room, it doesn't mean it's being directed at them. They have patents with directed energy weapons and the Erickson chip, the beamforming chip, where they can actually, with scalar weaponry, piggybacking on radio frequencies, can beam in on you like a cone coming to a point. When it hits the point, that's the loudest at the point. Where radio, your radio is loudest by the radio. And as it gets further away, you imagine the cone going outward and getting bigger and bigger, and the sound dissipates. Well, when you have scalar weapons and HARP, what it does is you imagine it being quieter and it comes to a point. The point is the loudest part. The cone goes the opposite way. So it can go through people and they might hear something. In fact, I just talked to a person that was helping me with something. I won't say what it was, but they heard the sound a week ago, a high-pitched ringing for 2 minutes in their ears. And I know other people around me that hear it off and on. They're the ones where they're doing a mass sweep of these technologies, and it's not, don't buy it for a minute that it's tinnitus, because it's very mechanical and unnatural. This isn't tinnitus at all. So we have to make a decision. Are we going to all stand up and start calling our congressmen and senators? I know some TIs are very active in this. I'm very active. I know No Political Parties is very active. I know Anna Toledo is very active. I know Lambert is very active. I know Richard Lighthouse is very active. I know Melody's very active. I know other people are very active. TIs, well, how about all of you and anybody watching that's in the CIA, FBI, Department of Homeland Security? Why don't you become more active and do something good about it and help we the people? I mean, that's what we stand for, right? You have children, you're going to have grandchildren. What kind of world do you want them to live in? A one world order fascist takeover by the military industrial complex? Or do you want to be able to vote and have this country run by we the people? It's really a choice.